Hello, Aline. Good morning, Aline. How are you, Aline?
Hello, teacher. Good morning.
Excellent. Welcome to the class, Aline. Hello, Gabriel. Good morning. How are you?
Hello, teacher. Everything's good,
Excellent.
thank you.
Very good. So, Aline, please tell us, Aline, how was your day yesterday, Aline?
Okay, yesterday I went to buy a new cell phone and
Oh,
and
really?
then
Wonderful.
I went to the supermarket to a Walmart
Very good.
and that's it.
Okay, okay, okay. Excellent, Aline. Aline, what cell phone did you buy? What mobile phone did you buy? A Samsung,
Is
I don't know.
Redmi Note 8. Um, no, give me a
Okay,
moment. Era
very good.
ah, Redmi Note 14.
Let me know 14. Very good. Okay. Excellent. And what brand is that? Is that from Redmi, no? The brand is Redmi? No.
Yes, yes.
Okay, very good, Aline.
Redmi
Excellent,
Xiaomi.
Aline. Very good. Ah, exactly. Xiaomi, Taiwan, Xiaomi. Very good. Okay. Xiaomi phones are good, Aline. Huh?
Yes.
Very good. Okay. Gabriel, so Gabriel, tell us, how was your day yesterday, Gabriel? After working yesterday?
Yes, it was.
Good.
Well, the entire day was so stressful yesterday.
Okay.
And then I took my
Why, Gabriel?
dog for a walk.
So, so much work, Gabriel?
Yeah, some with the work in the life, that it's how these days I've been not taking my medication, so I
Ah, okay.
can sometimes lose my control on my feelings, lose the control on my feelings. So yesterday
Okay,
was
okay.
one of those days. Then the main thing that affects me is the anger. I don't know if I don't remember if I told you, but it's the anger.
Yes, yes.
So yesterday, where something happened in my work. I mean, it's not a big deal, but with ADHD, everything goes to 100%. So I felt so stressful. I mean, it was the day was so hot. Also, I wasn't. I was
Oh, yes.
hungry, and my break it wasn't close. I wasn't close to my break, so I was hungry, I was thirsty, the heat, my feelings, everything was just going crazy, and it was a stressful day. And it remains all the day, feeling this kind of anger, kind of disappointed. So, but then I just
Okay.
go home at night. I took my dog for a walk. I like, you know, flush all the way my feelings, and everything's going crazy. I mean, I did not sleep well, but I guess today is a good day. I'm feeling good, so let's full of
Excellent,
new
Gabriel.
options today. So
I think, give it that maybe, Gabriel, the main source is heat. For example, yesterday, especially yesterday, was very, very hot here, Gabriel, also in your house, which is in UK Hidalgo, also Aline's house.
thank you.
And since I work online all day, and I don't want to install air conditioner because I think it will be so expensive to pay the electricity bill. So here I am on the third floor of the house, which is where is my office, and especially here is very hot, very hot. So Yes, Gabriel, sometimes I feel like desperate. So when I start to feel very hot, I start to sweat. I don't like sweating. That makes me feel uncomfortable. So what I do, Gabriel, I just go down the stairs until the ground floor. I also start to play with my dogs. I have three dogs. But yeah, Gabriel, especially yesterday was super hot.
Yes, actually, I also want. I mean, I have the air conditioner in my workplace because all the extra
Ah,
equipment has they need to be cold, but I
okay,
don't
okay,
like
okay.
to be inside the kind of rooms most of the time because then I just go out and I feel the heat, and then as I feel the cold and I feel the
Oh,
heat,
yes,
and my headache start to this kind of pain in my head, so then in my eyes. So I just remain here in the where I'm sitting now, but it's like let me. I'm gonna show you something. 'Cause,
yes,
well,
yes, yes, yes.
but let me. I don't know how to use
Good, good, good,
this.
good.
How can I turn? Well, anyways, there. I don't know if you can see
Okay.
outside. It's like a
Ah, yes,
material.
Gabriel.
It's like a
Yes,
plastic, or it's a something like that. So
yes.
here, where I am,
That is hot.
everything
Maybe that is
comes
hot, no?
to yes. And I have not the conditioner. I
Uh-huh.
have fan, but it doesn't work yesterday. So I guess that was the main thing that like I
Oh,
feel
Gabriel.
more the heat. And well, this is the where I
Yes.
need to be because I'm doing the medical reports and all the stuff. So it was so hot yesterday. I drink cold water and it didn't help so much. So it was crazy yesterday. They were
Yes, yes, it's true. It's true. Yes, yes, yes. Especially yesterday was super hot. And it's just the beginning, Gabriel, no? Because it's just May 7th. So, as far as I know, Gabriel, it's going to be May and part of June, no? Of very hot weather,
yes,
no?
yes.
Okay, man. Gabriel, and for also for Anin, I have a question. Do you remember, or has Vanguardia told you when this course is going to end? Have they told you a special date for the
It's
course ending?
oh yes, I don't remember. If I remember, they say it was like 4 month only. So in my
4 months.
calendar, I have May like the last course because I have the payment dates. So they send me like
Uh-huh.
like a calendar. So and
Yes.
they put me there the payment date. So the last month that I have with those payment dates is May. So I believe that this
Mm,
is the last one. I don't know.
very good, Kevin. May, Kevin, do you know, Kevin, May 17, May 25, May 22? I don't know.
As far as I know, is the last day of the last Thursday of May. I don't know. Is should be. Let me see.
29?
29. Yes, I guess because I mean the payment is for a month for 4 weeks, so
Yeah,
I it should be 29th, I guess.
29. Okay. Very good. Yes. Okay. Okay, my friends. Very good. So, okay. Before the course finishes, okay, maybe by May 28th, okay, I have to share important information with you, okay? But I will do it by the end of the course, okay? If you say that the course will end on May 29, so I will be sharing that information maybe on May 29 or on May 28, okay? Very good. Okay, hello, Scarlett. Good morning, Scarlett. How are you?
Hi, teacher. Fine, thank you.
Excellent. Scarlett, please, Scarlett. How was your day yesterday, Scarlett?
It was okay. I staying home. I s- I have
Very
to
good.
rest the entire day, so
Very good.
I couldn't do much. But I tried to read a little
Very good.
bit. I tried to practice.
Excellent. Scarlett, read in English, right?
Yeah.
Really, guys, in English?
I found the version of Pride
I
and
found.
Prejudice in English, and I start over.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. Very good. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Aline, please. Good.
Teacher, can you give
Yes.
me my credential number? Because I lost all the things of WhatsApp.
Yes. Because you exactly. Yes. You change the. Yes. Give me a second. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah. It should be here. Okay. Yes, Aline, because you change the the phone. Let me see. So here
yes.
is. Let's see. Yesterday. Yesterday. What is my student Aline? Mm-hmm. What is Aline? Not here. Okay, let's see. On Monday, what is Aline? Angeli. Yes, Aline. Is this one. Okay, this. I'm going to share it here, Aline, on the chat from it. Okay, this one. Okay, there you go.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, yes, it's here. Okay, okay, that is the number. Okay, very good. Okay, hello, Ame. Good morning, Ame. How are you, Ame?
Hello, I'm fine. What about you?
Excellent. Fine too. Ame, please tell us, Ame, how was your day yesterday, Ame?
Well, yesterday it was a little hard because I work
Okay,
and also we are planning about the Mother's Day. So
exactly.
it is a little hard. And yes.
Very good, Aline. Very good, Ame. Very good. Okay. Okay. So listen, Skyline and America, I was talking to my students, Gabriel and Aline, that Gabriel says that the end of the course is going to be by May 29, okay, which is Thursday, okay. So actually, I don't know when, okay. I know the course lasts 4 months, but Vanguard hasn't told me the specific date to finish the course, okay. So that's why I asked Gabriel. So, and according to Gabriel expectations, it's going to be May 29, okay? Listen, by May 28 or May 29, okay, which is the end of the course, I will share important information to you, okay? So you can, if I forget, please, Gabriel, you remind me, please, Gabriel, okay? If you see that
All right,
I
teacher.
start the class and I don't mention anything, please you remind me by the latest on May 29th, okay? Very good, my friend. So
I
welcome.
got
Okay,
you
so
back.
let's
Okay.
begin, okay? Thank you, very, very good. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay, there it goes, okay? Okay. And let's start like this, okay? Today is May 7, okay? It's school. By the end of the class, students will reinforce their grammar and vocabulary knowledge, okay? Okay, please write down the date and please write down the goal. Very good. Okay, when you are finished, you tell me, okay?
Done, teacher.
Okay, very good. So yesterday we answered this activity, okay, from number 1 to number 8, and we didn't answer from number 9 to number 13, okay, which also paraphrasing. Remember, this is a skill that the lingual skill test assesses, okay, on the activities, okay. As I said previously, there are two ways to practice paraphrasing according to the lingual skill test. Number one is like this: open. It means that you can use any word or as many words as you want to. And closed, it means that it sets you only to use at least 4 or 5 words, okay, for paraphrasing, okay? Okay, so let's continue with it. It says, no one can solve this problem. Their KPR makes 500,000 cars. The main rival makes 250,000 cars. KPR makes twice as. Will you accept the invitation if they offer you a separate room where they want to means a valuable source of renewable energy? They are not without risks. However, although my suit is really dirty, I'm going to the dry cleaners tomorrow. I must have. Okay, I don't remember if I shared this activity with you yesterday or not. Let me see. No, it was just from number 1 to number 8. Or let me see. Okay. Ah, no, yes, we I shared this with you yesterday. Okay. 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 Well, so for example, okay, look at this. I'll do number 1. Okay. Well, I think it's number 9. Yeah, it says no one can solve this problem. There, super easy. Okay. There is. Look at this. Okay. There is no one. Okay. There is no one. Okay. Okay. Who can. There is no one who can solve these problems. Very good. Okay. Okay, but you can jump from number 10 to number 13. Okay. Very good. I'm going to the meeting to see if I have all of your names. Okay. And just here is Aline, here is Irene, here is Scarlett, and here is Ame. Very good. Excellent. And so I think it's Jimena. Hello, Jimena. Good morning, Jimena. How are you? Welcome to the
Hello,
class,
teacher.
Jimena.
Good morning. I'm fine. And you?
Excellent. Bye to Jimena. How are you day yesterday?
It was good. I got to the doctor just for a routine, but it was um, a lot of people.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. And then, Jimena, after the doctor, you go to the cinema, you go shopping, you, I don't know, go for a walk.
For a walk, and I bought some things for today.
Very good, Jimmy. Very good. Okay. Very good. Okay. Right, Jimmy, we're doing this activity, Jimmy, which is the second part of this activity. Yesterday we answered this, okay, from number 1 to number 8. So now, Jimmy, we are answering from number 9 to number 13. Okay. Remember, it's about paraphrasing. Why paraphrasing? Because it's a skill that is assessed in the lingual skill test. Okay. So there on the WhatsApp group, Jimmy, we have you already have this activity, and we are answering from number 10 to number 13. Okay. Very good.
Thank you.
Good.
Done.
Very good. Okay, what about my other is finished? Okay, so let's wait again. Very good. Let's wait for other four more minutes, okay? Okay, I start with Gabriel. Please, Gabriel says, I will read the poem. Gabriel says, KPR makes 500,000 cars. The main rival makes 250,000 cars. So we say, Gabriel, KPR
Yes. It says QPR makes twice as their main rival cars, about double of them.
Uh, Figure it once again, makes twice
Yes, as their main rival cars.
as their main rival cars.
Yes, about double of them.
About double of them. Okay, so let's go double of them. Says EPR makes twice as what are their main rival cars? Well, I will say here again, instead of saying about it, I will say as double of them. So we can have as, okay? Very good, okay? Okay, good, Kevin.
All
What
right.
about, let's say, I don't know, Scarlett? Scarlett, would you accept an invitation if they offered you a separate room, Scarlett?
I put it in there. Were they to offer you a separate room, would you accept their invitation?
Were they to offer you a separate room?
Room?
Very good.
Would
Very good.
you accept their invitation?
Will you accept the invitation? Oh. Mm-hmm. Very good, Scarlett. Okay. Amen. Wind turbines are a valuable source of renewable energy. They are not without risk, however. Although,
Okay, although turbines are not without risk, they are valuable source of renewable energy.
although wind turbines, what? Repeat that, please.
Although wind
Although wind
turbines
turbines
are not without risk,
are not without risk,
they are
mhm,
valuable source of renewable energy.
they are a valuable source of renewable energy. Hmm. Very good, okay. Yes, okay, very good, okay. What about, let's say, Jimena? My suit is really dirty. I'm going to the dry cleaners tomorrow. I must have,
I must have my suite clean tomorrow.
I must have my suit clean tomorrow. Like this, Jimena?
Clean it. Clean, uh-huh. My
Almost,
clean.
almost, Jimena. Here. I must have my suit cleaned, clean
Uh-huh.
tomorrow.
With
Okay?
cleaned. Uh-huh.
With ed. Question, Jimena, why? Why cleaned, and why not clean? Why, Jimena?
Mm, because
Obviously, clean is incorrect, okay? And
mhm,
cleaned with D is good, okay? But why him?
I don't know. I put the I put ed, but I don't remember.
Very good. Okay. What about Gabriel? Gabriel, why is it correct, Gabriel, to say clean but clean no, Gabriel? Why, Gabriel?
The sentences is writing in a perfect future, and they have must have.
Perfect future. Well, Gabriel, perfect future in ideas, correct? For example, you can say, I will have painted my house, okay, by tomorrow at 9 p.m., no? I will have painted my house by tomorrow at 9 p.m. This is future perfect, okay? But you are near Gabriel, you're ridiculous. Okay, what about Scarlett? Scarlett, why Scarlett? Is it correct to say clean, Scarlett, and not clean? Why, Scarlett?
Uh, because I know why, but I can explain it. Give me a second.
Okay, Scarlett, if you want to try it in Spanish, that's okay, no? Maybe that can help you flow the ideas.
Uh, According to myself,
Very good. Very good, yes.
I believe that is because mm, mm, porque dice yo debería de tener y cuando se habla de esa manera siempre se le agrega el ed al final porque está hablando
Okay.
de una situación que tiene que suceder pero que todavía no ha
Ajá.
pasado. Entonces es por eso que se le
Casi,
agrega siempre
casi,
así.
Scarlett. Almost, Scarlett. Almost. Very, very close. Okay, but not quite. Okay. What
Okay.
about, let's say, Ame? Ame. The same question. Ame. Why? Ame. Why is correct to say cleaned? Ame. And but if you say clean, it's incorrect. Why, Ame?
I don't know, teacher. I have the same idea that
Okay.
I don't know who speak in a moment. I think that was no Scarlett, but
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure.
Very good. Okay. What about Aline? Aline, please help us, Aline. Why, Aline, is it correct to say cleaned, Aline, and not clean? Why, Aline? Do you think aquí, Aline? Así?
Give me a moment. I'm thinking,
Very
I'm
good.
thinking. Um,
Why, Aline? Why? And also, listen,
it's,
it's not possible to say clean. It's also not possible to say cleaning. Cleaning is also incorrect, okay? But why, Aline?
mm, because it is also um uh, it's also like in, I don't know if in past participle or something like
Past
that,
participle, Aline, past participle or simple
or no,
past?
no, simple past.
Simple past? Are you sure?
mm, a ver, I must have clean
I should
clean
clean
it
tomorrow. But
clean
no clean,
tomorrow.
no cleaning. Neither, tampoco neither, to clean. Okay. All of these, yeah, incorrect. Yes, yes, sure, go ahead. Let's say, please, who was it? Gabriel, yes.
I'm trying to guess in. Perhaps it's because it's mixed conditional
Means conditional.
of a present
But why?
result of a
Because
past condition.
not quite. Okay. Listen, remember, this topic, we already studied this topic at the beginning of the course, okay? This topic, my friend, is called causative have. Remember, we said that the causative have has two patterns. It has active, but it also has a passive, okay? Well, let's say it is a passive, okay? Okay, it's passive. For example, you say, I am going to have, look at this, okay? My house painted, okay? So here the verb is in the past participle, okay? Look at this, for example, Andres can have his car fixed. ¿Qué dice, chicos? El causativo, chicos, en español, chicos, el causativo, chicos, tiene una traducción similar a español, no es una traducción exacta, es una interpretación más que nada. Dice, voy a mandar a pintar mi casa. Andrés puede mandar a reparar su carro. The mechanical have is for actions that you and me that we cannot do by ourselves. Okay. Why? Because we don't have the expertise for that. For example, another example, Sonia Sonia had her haircut. Sonia had her haircut. Okay. So Sonia um, se mandó a cortar el cabello. Okay. Something like that. Okay. Remember, here in the passive, all of the verbs are in the past participle form. Okay. That's why it's called passive. In the active, for example, look at this. I'm going to have my house painted. You can say, for example, I am this, going to have, and I'm going to have my dad paint my house. I'm going to have my dad paint my house, que es más o menos voy a pedirle a mi papá que pinte mi casa. Más o menos, okay? As I said, we currently have Spanish is inaccurate. It's just interpretation of the meaning. Andreas can have his car fixed. So we say Andres can have his brother, look at this, his brother fix his car. Look at the difference, okay? In the active, we mention who is going to make the action. And look at the verb. The verb is in the simple form, okay? Meanwhile, in the passive, the verb must be in the past participle form, and we don't mention who is going to make the action, okay? Like Sonia had her hair cut. You can say Sonia had her sister cut her hair. Y más o menos como Sonia le pidió a su hermana que le cortara su cabello, okay? That's why it's called active. Because number one, you mention who is going to make the action for you, and the verbs must be in the simple form. Okay. I just copy and paste, write down this, okay? This structure that we have and its brother structure or its sister structures is causative get. They are also very common on the lingual skill test, okay? I will go down the title and the example. Remember, causative get is when you don't have the experience or the expertise to do something, so you need someone else to do it for you. Okay. For example, for me, I don't know how to fix my van, so I can tell you, I am going to have my van fixed. Okay. Or I am going to have a mechanic fix my van. Okay? So pay attention to the differences. Okay. In the active, you mention who is going to make the action, and the verb must be in the simple form. Okay? And obviously, my dear students, remember that cognitive have is just a structure. So this structure can be in present, past, future, present perfect, will, going to, modal verbs, also in any tense. Okay. Not only in the present, not only in the past, but they can be conjugated with all verb tenses in English.
Done, teacher.
Very good. Well, my lesson is finished.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, here my ladies and Gabriel. Any question? Something not clear about causative have in passive and active? Please tell me, okay?
All good.
No? Jime, Scarlett, Ame, Aline, something not clear?
No, teacher, thank you. It's clear
No? Backward.
now.
Yes, teacher.
Very good. Okay.
Very good, teacher.
Okay. Now let's see the sister the sister structure, which is causative get. Causative get it works also on the two patterns, which is passive. Okay. For example, in the passive is almost the same as have. For example, you can say I I am going to get my house painted. And the meaning is the same, okay? Voy a mandar a pintar mi casa. But here, instead of using have, we can also use get, okay? Andres can have his car fixed. Super easy. You can say Andres can get his car fixed. And look at the structure, exactly the same, okay? So rather than using have, here we use get, okay? Sonia had her haircut. So Sonia got her haircut. Okay. In this sense, my friends, you can see that the passive is exactly the same, just that instead of using have, we use get, and the rest of the structure remains the same. Okay. There is a major change in the active. Okay. For example, in the active, we said with have, I'm going to have my dad paint my house. Okay. Well, with get, there is an important change. Here you say, this, I am going to get my dad, please, to paint my house. Look at this here, okay? I am going to get my dad to paint, look at this, okay? My house. Andres can have his brother fix his car. Very good. Look at the change, okay? Andres can get his brother to fix his car. Look at this here, okay? To fix, okay? So look at the major change in the active. Okay, in the active, we say obviously the person who is going to make the action, but the verb is not in the simple form. The verb is in the infinitive form. To fit, to paint, to fix. Only here, for example, Sonia. Sonia got her sister to cut her hair. Okay, here it is. Okay, to cut her hair. So remember the main difference, okay? With causative get, it's exactly in the meaning is the same, okay? But in the active, you say the person who is going to make the action, but the verb must be in the infinitive form. To paint, to fix, and to cut. But the meaning is the same as in causative have. Voy a pedir a mi papá que pinte mi casa. Andrés puede hacer que su hermano repare su carro. Sonia, aquí es difícil traducirlo, ¿eh? Sonia pidió a su hermana que le cortara el cabello. Okay, please. Copy, please, those are the structures for causative get and focus on the active voice, okay? Very good.
Number
Very good. What about my sense? Finish?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, the same here, my ladies and giver. Any question or questions to get?
No.
No? Very good. Sorry, it's important that that these topics are clear for you because they are very common, okay, on the listening, on the writing, or on the grammar activities for the lingua test, okay? Listen, I'm going to check something with you. Look at this. Let's remember this, okay? Let's remember frequency albums, okay? I'm sure this topic should be really easy for you. You already know, okay, this topic. For example, you can say, I sometimes, okay, go to the cinema on Saturdays, okay? Please, Gabriel, can you tell me one example, Gabriel, using a frequency adverb, and any of them you want to, please, Gabriel?
I so frequently could be I work every day, be every day
Mm,
or not.
well, uh, every day is a time marker, not a frequency adverb, okay? For example, you
Okay.
can say, okay, how do you say in Spanish? Yo nunca llego tarde al trabajo.
Mm, so
Yo
I
nunca
never,
llego tarde al trabajo. I never,
I
ajá,
never got late
get late, acá, to work, ¿no?
to work.
Very good.
Okay.
Okay, I never get late to work, okay? Very good. What about, let's say, Aline? Aline, can you tell me one sentence, Aline? Please, using a frequency, other Aline, please. Aline,
Aline?
I like to go.
ajá,
I like to go um the park to a park all
okay,
Saturdays.
okay, you using this. Okay. I usually go to the park on Saturdays, ¿no? Por ejemplo, ¿sí?
Yes.
Usualmente voy al parque los sábados, okay? Very good. What about the Scarlett? Scarlett, can you please tell me one sentence, Scarlett, using frequency adverb, Scarlett?
Yeah. I mm, sometimes
Very
I
good.
watch TV after dinner.
I watch TV, very good, after dinner. Very good. Okay. What about Ame? I don't know. Tell me one sentence. Ame using any of the frequency adverbs. Ame, please.
I always want to be on the beach.
I always want to be very on the beach. Very good. Okay. What about Jimena? Jimena, please.
Um, I rarely
Very
listen
good.
to the radio.
Very good. I rarely listen to the radio. Okay. Okay. Listen. All of these sentences, my friends, have or are using one frequency adverb. Okay. For example, look at the let's say the usual position of the frequency adverb, okay? Like here, for example, I sometimes go to the cinema on Saturdays, okay? But you know that the frequency adverb has to go before the main verb, okay? But what happens if I say like this, okay? Look at this. Sometimes I go to the cinema on Saturdays. Okay. Here I change the position. Okay, look, I wrote the frequency at the beginning, okay, and the rest of the sentence, okay. Why? Because here I am paying more emphasis, okay, on the frequency rather than on the information, okay. For example, look at this. I usually go to the park on Saturdays. What about Gabriel? How would you change it, Gabriel? Placing the frequency at the beginning, Gabriel? How you say this, Gabriel? I usually
It should
go to the
be
park on Saturdays.
yes. It must be usually
Very good.
I go to the park on Saturdays.
Very good. I go to the park on Sundays. Okay. Very good. And remember, it is grammatically perfect to say like this. Okay. But just not notice difference. Okay. Good. So this one is already done. Sometimes I watch TV after dinner. What about, let's say, Hime? I always want to be on the beach, Hime. How you say Hime like this?
Always I want to
Good.
be on the beach.
I want to be on the beach. Very good. Okay. What about, let's say, Ame? I never get late to work, Ame.
Never I get late to work.
Never I get late to work. Okay. Are you sure?
Yes, I think.
Very good. Okay. Very good. Okay. Scarlett, I rarely listen to the radio, Scarlett.
Rarely I listen to the radio.
Rarely. Oh, come on. I listen to the radio. Okay. Listen, this sentence, look at this. And this sentence, they are different. Okay. Remember, when speaking about frequency adverbs, there are two types. Okay. One which is neutral, like even sometimes, usually, always, often, frequently. Okay. All of them are neutral frequency adverbs. Why neutral? Because it doesn't matter where you place them in the sentence. They can be before the main verb or at the beginning of the sentence, and they won't change the structure of the sentence. Okay. However, when we speak about negative frequency adverbs like never, rarely, we need to have a major change. For example, say this. Okay. Never. Look at this. Never do I get late to work. Look at the change. Okay. Here, the original sentence is in simple present, all right? So when we change and we use the negative adverb at the beginning, we must follow and we have to respect the same tense as if it were a question, like here, do I get late to work? But listen, it's not just exactly a question because it doesn't have a question mark. It's just the influence of the negative adverb at the beginning. So you need to change the whole sentence as if it were a question. But remember, you have to respect the same verb tense. For example, I'm going to change the one to the past, okay? I rarely listened to the radio, no? Obviously, it's in the past. So, it's rarely did I listen to the radio. There it is. Why? Because we decided to write and say the negative adverb at the beginning. So, negative adverbs can be also at the beginning, but you have to respect the verb tense. It can be present, past, future, any tense, okay? But you need to change them as if they were a question, but exactly it's not really a question, okay? Listen, I'm going to write some other negative adverbs there. Okay, wait a minute. So there we have some of them, okay? And Okay, look at this. I'm going to paste it here on the board. Okay. 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 I'm going to share my screen with you. There it goes. Okay, miss. Yes, please. Just write the title, which is negative adverse. Look at this. It's negative adverse. And please write them down, okay? And then please write down the examples, okay? That I just added for you. Very good.
Done.
Very good. So here, my friends, any question about this topic, my ladies and Gabriel? Sure, yes, go ahead.
Teacher, every time that we use negative adverbs, we have to use do and did.
Good question. Depending on the tense. For example, if you say, for example, he has scarcely, okay, eaten his food, ¿no? En la que él escasamente ha comido, ¿no? Sus alimentos, ¿no? ¿Cómo cambiaría que este? He has scarcely eaten his food. Escasamente o casi no. So Gabriel will say igual que scarcely.
Scarcely had he
Has he? Scarcely has he.
eaten eaten his food.
Eaten.
Scarcely has
Exactly. Remember, here is present perfect. So when we use the negative adverb at the beginning, we have to respect the same, okay, which is in present perfect. Okay, so it's not only for do or did, it's for any tense, okay? But don't worry, tomorrow we will practice some more about this, okay? In the meantime, do you have any question, my friends and my ladies, Gabriel and my ladies, about the topic? Remember, today we were checking, obviously, causative have, causative get. We were practicing some paraphrasing, and we ended up the class with some frequency adverbs, and neutral frequency adverbs and negative frequency adverbs. Any questions, my friends?
all good.
Teacher, I have a question.
Sure.
Is there some preference to use in the second round that you teach us,
This one?
or is the or is depending to the context, or
Well, good question. Okay. All depends on what you want to express. Remember, saying sentences like this, I never get late to work, I rarely listen to the radio, or he has scarcely eaten his food. There, with those sentences, you are just passing information. Okay? You are just transmitting information. However, if you place a negative adverb at the beginning, the information changes because it means that you are focusing more, you are paying more focus on the frequency. Okay. So, when can you use the usual structure and when can you use the structure of negative average at the beginning? Well, it all depends on you, okay, on what you want to express. However, in the lingual skill test, you will find many activities like this, okay? Maybe in writing, in reading, in listening, or speaking, okay? Using this structure like this, and Gabriel, using this way of speaking is more formal and looks, it shows a refined English from your side, okay? So my advice when you are there on the speaking activity for the lingual skill test, I would rather use this structure than this structure. Okay. Big
Okay,
difference.
teacher.
Any other question?
Thank you, teacher.
No? Okay. Everything is clear?
Yes,
Yeah,
teacher,
it's all good.
thank you.
Yes.
Very good. Friends.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so thank you for being here today. Okay, see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Thank you very much. Thank you. Take care. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Thank you.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
one,
Thank
Have
you.
a
Very
Miguel.
good.
nice
Thank you.
day,
Bye
Bye bye.
bye.
everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Very good.